off with asking you, what is your first and your last name?
My first name is Dara. My last name is Lindsay.
And what is your hometown?
My hometown currently is Brandywine, Maryland.
Wonderful. What about one scripture that you've really held on to through your most trying time?
I believe the scripture that I held on to was Matthew 9, verses 20 through 22. Basically, that's the scripture with the woman who had an issue with blood. And basically, she had so much faith, that she just wanted to drop down and touch the hem of the garment of Jesus Christ. And by that, she knew Jesus could heal her. So I figured if that could happen with that woman, all I had to do was put my faith in Jesus Christ and I'd be fine. Because I could pray for the doctors, my family and friends, and things of that nature. I think with that, I was a little stronger than even some of my friends and family members who were trying to attempt to support me. But it was just really overwhelming for them. So that's the scripture that I chose.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Now we're going to get into your testimony. I think you tapped a little bit on it just now. Share with us what you've gone through.
I'll start back. What happened, August 29th, I actually had my second baby girl. She's 2 years old. 2 weeks before having her, while I was pregnant, I actually fell in my bathroom of my new home and bumped my left breast. I also had gestational diabetes when I was pregnant with her. So during the breastfeeding, I had complications with breastfeeding. And by November of 2012, I realized I had a lump on my left breast. And I thought it was just a clogged milk duct. But by February 2013, I realized it didn't go away and my lump rose to the surface. So I was like, I better get to a doctor and find out about that. So I went to my physician. I had mammograms, a sonogram, and then I was told I needed to have a biopsy. And that's when I found out, May 13, 2013, that I was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma. So I had breast cancer. I was diagnosed. So July 1st, I had a double mastectomy surgery because I just wanted it out of my body. Even though it was only found in one breast, I wanted both my breasts removed because I'm still pretty young. I'm 40 now. So I didn't, still, I guess, premenopausal, so I didn't want all that estrogen going through my body and making any more tumors, so I just had a double mastectomy or bilateral mastectomy. But I pretty much kept the faith. I tried to keep my emotions and my spirit up. Sometimes when I had my chemo, which I started my chemo like a day after my daughter's first birthday last year, so that was like end of August 2013. But through it all, my husband was very helpful and supportive. A lot of my friends were supportive. Last year was actually October 2013. October 7th was actually my 40th birthday, so I had a 40th birthday party at my house and I partied. 2 weeks after I finished my chemotherapy, I finished chemotherapy December 2nd, and 2 weeks later I went to one of my other friends' 40th birthday parties and I partied. I danced because I love to dance and I love to have fun, so that's what I continue to do. I had radiation between February and March, finished March 22nd, 5.5 weeks of radiation, and I'm just keeping strong. The Lord has carried me through. Even though I went through chemotherapy, radiation, I'm still here. I'm still alive, and I would love to share that with others. That if you're strong, you get your confidence, you get the good, right, positive type of people to surround you, people who are really loving and trustworthy, and it even might be new people you come in contact with through treatment. Like if you have chemotherapy, you go to the hospitals, doctors, nurses care for you, you meet new other patients going through similar things, so you develop relationships. So this is actually, even though it's cancer, it actually strengthened me. I take it as a life lesson, and I know it can allow me to be stronger to help others.
That was so beautifully said.
Thank
I
you.
must say that I love your energy. It's
thank
coming
you.
through, and it's making me all happy on the inside. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Thank you. In 25 words or less, is there maybe a book that you really want people to look into, or is there a nonprofit organization that you're a part of? Maybe just a group of women or men that really motivate you, just something personal about you that you want to share with us.
I had a lot of support from church members. Suitland Road Church of Christ, located in Maryland, Suitland, Maryland. They're very supportive of me, and some of the women at church were also breast cancer survivors, so they were a huge support for me. And also, several close friends that I have, there's about 12 of them, they're actually my line sisters. And then I'm part of the sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, so I mean, I love my line sisters, I really do, and they really have my back, my front and my back, and they love me, show, food, they pray with me, pray for me, and I have some other friends as well that are just very loving and supportive.
Yes. So you definitely feel that love around you.
Yes, and also my husband's family, his father's side, a lot of the women on his father's side had breast cancer and things of that nature. Some women are still living, some have passed on, but they were incredible support as well for me, my Lindsay family.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
And this question, like I've told many of the other survivors, is one of my favorite questions. How might your raw beauty experience bless or inspire another survivor?
Probably being featured in the Raw Beauty calendar or being a part of Raw Beauty, I feel that others will see how open we are in our interview and our discussions within the calendar, and maybe they'll feel that strength if they can connect with us or what we've been through, to reach out, to contact us if they're willing to listen. I would be willing to help anybody else with whatever they need going through something, whether it's taking them to appointments, shopping, helping them clean, cooking food, whatever their need. If they just want to sit down and converse, just to learn about each other in life, and even if they have a lot of heavy burdens, I would like to be that person that can listen to them and help them slowly decrease or to come out of whatever is negative in their life so they can cleanse themselves. So I think Raw Beauty is about being transparent, being very transparent with yourself so others can see through you, see you as you are, and then being a positive person. So that's what I think about Raw Beauty.
You answered all of our questions in like one question. So that was it. I had a question about Raw Beauty, but you just snuck that right in there.
Okay.
That sums it up.
So Raw Beauty is faith, strength, and upliftment. Thank you.